Right, so we have got our 10 hexagons. Let me show you. We've got 2 solids. We've got some white. Just going to alternate these around like this when I do the design. Then we've got some more colour ones with white in it, like this. And then here, just turn it slightly, we're going to put this one here. And then we're going to put these 2 here like this. So now, what we need to do to make our hexagon bag is we need to sew all of these joins. So, I will, no, let me show you how I sew them. I'm actually running out of yarn, so my handle might have to be a different yarn, but that's okay. I'm going to start with white. I'm going to show you how I just sew a couple. It's probably a bit long, Gina. Don't really need it that long, do we? There we go. Go that long. Now, I am going to start with this middle one, and I'm going to sew this one to it. So I believe it's called the mattress stitch. I'm not the best sewer though, so that might be wrong. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through this back loop of this chain. I'm going to leave a little tail, and then I'm going to go through the back loop of this chain here. Or try, there we go. Because this leaves a lovely hexagonal shape if you leave all these front loops untouched and all these ones untouched. You get a lovely hexagonal sort of pattern at the end. So I'm going to go through the next stitch, but only the back loop. And then I'm going to go through this back loop. And then don't worry about it being too tight, because you can actually tighten this at the end, which is an amazing thing. I actually love this stitch. It took me a while to learn it, but only because I'm not really a sewer. Just keep going all the way up this side. When you get to the end, you can sew these ends in and hide the tails. But yeah, just keep alternating, oops, between each side. We're nearly there for this side. Just make sure all your stitches line up. Not the best at making sure they line up, but it's okay. I always have a workaround. So we're nearly there, but you want to make sure you get right into the point. Right, now, these 2 are loosely joined, but if you pull both ends, it actually tightens it. And you get, can you see, you still get this beautiful line on your hexagon, but you get a beautiful join as well. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to speed it all up, and then I'm going to get all of these joined together just like that, okay? Right, so once you have joined all your hexagons together, you need to get rid of all of these ends, and then you need to fold it in half like this. So I will come back when I've got rid of all my ends and I have folded it in half. Okay. Right, now we've sewn all the ends in, so what we're going to do is fold the bag in half. So this is the middle part. You could, if you wanted to, put some fabric, stitch it around, and then you'd have like a fabric inside so nothing could get lost out of the holes. But I'm not too bothered about that. So I'm going to fold it up like this. And then what I'm going to do is, when I get there, I'm going to fold this bit in, but I'm going to start my mattress stitch here, and I'm going to try and do one big long bit until I get to down here. I'll show you. Or you could start here, it's up to you. It doesn't really matter where you start, but I think I might start up here. So here we go, we're going to start in the chain space through that one. And we're just going to do it exactly the same way as we've joined all the hexagons. Yes, there it is. And we're just going to keep going backwards and forwards between the sides. I probably made my thread a bit too long, but it'll be alright. I'm a lazy sewer, that's what we'll say. Just going to give that a tug back so it doesn't get in the way. Don't want any knots in it if I can help it. These would make really pretty coasters as well, wouldn't they, I think? Just the hexagons on their own would make really pretty coasters. Right, then when you get to this bit here, we need to go across here to make the hexagon bit. So here I just fold it a little bit this way because I find it a bit easier. You don't have to, but this is how I find it easier. Oh, it's so hot today. I can't believe how hot it is. But what we do need to do is we need to make sure that these points here line up. stitching is not really, like sewing, sorry, is really not my forte. But I do quite like this stitch. And I do quite like this little project because I think it comes out quite cool. Pretty. Right, now we've done this bit. Now we're just going to go along this bit here. And then, look, we have done all of this bit, so now we've just got this little bit here and then this little bit here. And then that's this side done. So I'm going to fold it that way because I find that easier. And I'm just going to keep sewing. Just going to make sure this still lines up okay. Yeah, so that we're nearly at the straight bit here. Right, when you get to the end of this side, you're going to do exactly the same on the other side. This is just securing the sides of the bag. I think I might have overestimated how much thread I needed for that. But yeah, look, there's one side. So once you've done this side, you're then going to go and do this side. So that bit will fold in there like that. And then you'll have your beautiful bag shape. Then we need to work out what handle to do. So that's where I'm going to leave you. Do the other side and then I'll be back. For my handle, I'm just going to chain 25, I think. I'll see how long it is. But this isn't a very big bag, doesn't need to be very strong. So yeah, I think I'll just chain 25 and see what it looks like. So I'm just going to literally attach it by doing this. We'll sew that end in a minute. And let's see how big 25 is. $21, $22, $23, $24, $25. Do I think that's big enough? Yeah, that'd be plenty big enough. So then I'm just going to slip stitch that into there. That's one handle done. Cut the end off and then pull that through to give it a bit of a knot, like that. And then I will sew those in a minute, but before I do that, I'm going to go to the other side and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make another handle and I'm going to just do a chain 25 handle. So I don't see myself putting too much heavy stuff in this bag. It's not exactly big. If I needed it to be stronger, I would still chain 25, but I would probably single crochet back along to make it a bit stronger. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Pop that in there. Again, we're just going to slip stitch like that. Cut that end off and pull through. There we go. So now, other than sewing in some ends, that is actually this little bag finished. So let's sew in the ends. And ta-da! It's finished. And there's the other side.